We have all just heard the climax of the greatest story ever told. We hear it every Palm Sunday, and we're going to hear it again on Good Friday. It is a story of monumental suffering and love that has been proclaimed from pulpits from the world, throughout the world for all centuries. It speaks for itself, really, and there's nothing that I can add to what we've all just heard. But I would like to share one thought with you about something that is, in my opinion, a vital and meaningful part of this day. It is, in fact, the part that gives this Sunday its name. It's the palms. You find these in the most unlikeliest of places. People fold them, they save them, they decorate their homes with them. When we were growing up, I usually made mine into little crosses. Usually did that during the homily. My mother tucked hers behind the top of the mirror in the hallway. You sometimes see cab drivers who have them tucked in the visors of their cars, along with maps and unpaid parking tickets. But we shouldn't think of these palms just as one more Catholic thing to hang on our wall or tuck behind the holy picture. These palms tell another part of the story that we just all read. It is our story, yours and mine. 5 weeks ago, we stood in this church and received ashes. We were reminded of our mortality, our sinfulness, our need for penance and prayer. But those ashes, they weren't just scraped together from the bottom of somebody's fireplace. They were the remains of burned palms. And today, we stand here again, 5 weeks older, maybe, hopefully, 5 weeks wiser. And we hold in our hands a new growth, new palms. And it begs the question, have we grown since that one Wednesday 5 weeks ago? What have we learned? How have we changed? What will we do with the promise, the potential that we now hold in our hands? Our hope and our prayer is that we will be renewed these last weeks. And just maybe, these leaves can serve as a reminder to us. Lent is bracketed, it's bookended by palms. The loss and destruction of them at the very beginning, and then the green new ones, the restoration at the end. Ultimately, that's what these weeks are all about. Burning away, clearing out, and then cultivating something new. That's Lent. So take these palms. Let them be a reminder that we are beginning the holiest week of the year. But let's not just leave it at that. Don't just tuck them behind the holy picture and take them for granted. Let them also serve as a challenge and a remembrance. They challenge us to remember Christ's suffering and death, that triumphant ride into Jerusalem, and the tragedy at Calvary. They challenge us to remember our role in that passion, that what Christ suffered, he suffered for us. And they also challenge us to remember what's going to become of these palms and what will become of us. We also heard 5 weeks ago, remember that you are dust, and to dust you will return. The ashes were all washed away, but these palms stay with us. They offer silent testimony bearing witness, calling us not to forget what we are and what we will be. That's what our Lenten pilgrimage has been about. So my prayer this Palm Sunday is that we carry that idea with us, just like we carry these palms. Because in a sense, each of us today holds our future in our hands. So what are we going to do with it?